Example, if it was like the Louisiana Purchase, few presidential decisions have as much impact on history as one Thomas Jefferson made in 1803. In one simple transaction, he doubled the size of the United States. Without the decision, America would likely be as much smaller and much less wealthy nation today. In the deal, Jefferson bought the territory of land known as Louisiana from the French. Louisiana was originally a French colony that the Spanish had occupied for a few decades. The French had regained the territory in a war and had no interest in keeping it, so they offered it to the United States. Louisiana contained parts of 15 current U.S. states. It was defined by the territories surrounding the Mississippi and Missouri rivers. This means it included a stretch of land from what is today the state of Louisiana to Minnesota, and from Missouri to Montana. Before the purchase, the United States' western border was the Mississippi, and the north and the most western state was Tennessee, but some believe America should stretch as far west as the Pacific as it does today. Buying Louisiana would go a long way toward that goal. The decision Jefferson made obviously benefited the nation. Still, Jefferson really thought about not making the purchase a long time. Finally, he convinced himself that purchasing Louisiana was just too good a deal to pass up. But how did he come to that decision? According to the passage, each of the following nations at one time owned Louisiana except France did own the United States, the United Kingdom, Spain, the United Kingdom. But let's just continue reading because some information can be changed for these two paragraphs. So I'm so worried, guy. Outlining the purchase, Jefferson knew the land was valuable and that it would allow Americans to move further west. He envisioned a nation of small farmers and this is a new word for me actually. Envision means to imagine as a future possibility or visualize. A nation of small farmers, and the new territory offered enough land to make this a reality. But Jefferson did not want the land had owned in. To find out, he asked, the United Kingdom. Without the third paragraph, which part? Oh wait. Come to that decision. Without the third paragraph, the passage contained no information about the appearance and the size of that land that made up the Louisiana Purchase land, the borders of the land that made up the Louisiana Purchase, how Thomas Jefferson made the decision to buy that land that made up the Louisiana Purchase. Thomas Jefferson doubts about buying the land that made up the Louisiana Purchase. The Louisiana Purchase was made into part of 15 states, or not 18, but like 15, including California and Tennessee, Mississippi, and Missouri. California and Tennessee. The first sentence of paragraph 4 suggests the author viewed the Louisiana Purchase are being problematic, valuable, illegal, great, secretly, clearly valuable. According to the passage, Jefferson did not want to make the Louisiana Purchase because he thought, let's continue reading, the Constitution question. At the time of the Louisiana Purchase, America was still a young nation. It had only existed for 2 decades or so, and just a decade and a half earlier, America had decided to start over as a nation, so to speak. Facing problems, it abandoned one form of government and created something new. This new government was formalized in the Constitution. In the Constitution, 3 branches of government split power. The president has to share power with Congress and the Supreme Court. Some were still uncertain that this new government could survive, and many did not fully agree what the Constitution meant. Jefferson thought the Constitution provided the limit of what the government could do. For him, if the Constitution did not say that the president could do something, then it meant the president could not do something. The Constitution did not clearly say Jefferson had the power to buy land for America. Because of this, Jefferson thought that he had no right to make the purchase of Louisiana. But Jefferson eventually decided the deal was too good to pass up. Even though it went against his own beliefs, the Louisiana Purchase was made. To do so, which of the following describes America at the time Jefferson made the Louisiana Purchase? Small and unprofitable, fragile and unstable. Unprofitable, fragile and unstable. Okay. Envisioned, dreamt of. I think dreamed of. The main focus of this passage is two, so let's continue reading. Outlining the purchase, Jefferson knew the land was valuable and that would allow Americans to make further west. He envisioned a nation of small farmers, and to that new territory offered enough land to make this a reality. But Jefferson did not know what the land had on it. To find out, he asked Meriwether Lewis and William Clark to make maps of the territory and find a safe route of travel through it. The Lewis and Clark expedition was also to claim the land for America because before other European nations, especially the United Kingdom, could occupy the land. Lewis and Clark were successful in doing so, but in the end, the vast Louisiana was definitely part of the United States. Today, the Louisiana Purchase was carved into parts of 15 different states. Without it, the United Kingdom would be less than half of what it is today. After all, it would make no sense to acquire the West Coast without also owning the middle of the continent. Jefferson's decision to buy Louisiana seems to have been an obviously great one. It is incredible to imagine him thinking otherwise while making the decision. The main focus of this passage is to suggest that Jefferson was wrong. Nope. Describe the history of the Lewis and Clark expedition. Nope. Explain Jefferson's decision to make the Louisiana. I think. Let's see. Yeah, definitely see. Let's see my progress. Alright, that's good. Wait, why doesn't it appear the lecture level progression? Something wrong with it. I don't see any graph,